Okay, so I am now live. Good morning. Good morning. 6 seconds in. I'll wait till a couple of people show up before I start my rant. My rant. Just a little rant. Just a little one. Not too big. Man, you can see my scar here that my sister hit me with a stick when I was like 7 or 8. Yep. That's how it is. What time? Porch chat. Porch chat with OLF or what's Ag Talking and Raw? What would that be? What are the initials to that? Ag ATIR. ATIR, right? Ag Talking the Raw. THR. Sunburn's done. I do still have some battery. Yeah, you got battery too. I'm sure you charge it up just in anticipation for this one. Okay, so I'm over here in the Philippines and I'm leaving tomorrow morning to come home. It is Tuesday morning here. I leave Wednesday morning. I will be home Wednesday night U.S. time because I have to go back in time. Uh, no, I'm not getting sunburned in Texas. I got sunburned. Well, actually, my sunburn's pretty well healed up. I have a nice tan now. Went for a massage last night. She rubbed some of that nice massage oil in and softened my skin up. I feel like a baby's ass. So, but anyways, now I'm a minute and 20, 30 seconds in, and I'm reading the reports on this Muller thing. So I read the Muller report, and I'm like, I cannot exonerate or, can't exonerate or yeah, what the hell was it? This report doesn't mean that he's exonerated or whatever. We got a topic. We do have a topic. Yeah, I'll give you a topic. You need a topic. Anyway, the yeah, the Mueller report comes out and it says no collusion. Right? That's what he was. That's what he was supposed to do for the last 2 years. Interview thousands of people, spend 40 million, not 25 million. I actually misspoke yesterday or the day before, but 40 million US dollars over 2 years, flying around the world, interviewing, indicting people for lying and other things like meddling in the U.S. election, which they'll never bring those Russians to justice. Um, the cadavers are trying to come up with something else. Agreed. I agree with that. Schumer is an idiot, and Nancy Pelosi is just a slobbering fool. Because Donald Trump's never going to be president, and now that he is, they're just doing everything they can to make him not president, which isn't working out too well for him. They ought to be ashamed. And my whole thing here is, for the last 2.5 years, even before he was elected, they were belittling him and just being rude and obnoxious. And now that he's been president for over 2 years, they haven't cut the man any slack, none at all. I mean, he's doing a job under extreme pressure from everyone. I do look like I'm fighting cancer, don't I? It's called, I don't know. It's just the way the sunlight is here. I'm not fighting cancer. Anyway, yeah, if I was fighting cancer, I'd have no beard, ding dong. So this guy's doing a job. There's some things that I don't like about the president, and I'm sure everybody out here that watches his channel doesn't like everything about him. You'd be foolish if you did. I mean, there's things that I don't like, and it's pretty simple. I don't like what he did with that pipeline that came out of, that they're putting through the Indian reservations. I think that land was given to the American Indians for, after we robbed them of everything else, and now we need energy come down from Canada, so we put this pipeline, and he pushed that through. I thought that was wrong. There's a pipeline going to go across the home farm, or they're trying to get it across the home farm here, and he is probably going to rubber stamp that through, which kind of sucks. There's his Twitter account, which I think he needs to have a little bit of filtration on. I think they need to appoint someone who says, you know what, Mr. President, I don't think you should really tweet like this. Twitter accounts are stupid, if you ask me, anyway. And I think any politician that gets on their Twitter account and starts going crazy should really think about what they're doing. It's foolish. I don't have a Twitter. I do have a Twitter account. I don't use it. I think it's stupid. I can do everything on YouTube that I better than I can on a Twitter account. And at least then I can talk directly to people as they're asking and answering my questions and feeding into the conversation. I don't know who Q is, but anyway, yeah. So here we've got the Democrats who just got a big nothing burger. A big nothing burger. I mean, they were like, "Yep, this is it. We're going to start the impeachment process immediately after Mueller indicts the president," which you can't indict a sitting president. There's just the rules that came in after, I think, Nixon. Uh, no hammering this morning. No, they got the roof pretty well done, and it's not done the way I would have done it, but it's done. I haven't heard about the bus in Italy. No. So, anyways. Yeah, where was I at with this thing? Oh, okay. So they're all ready to impeach the president and do whatever they're going to do to him. They've never given him any slack. They never really let Mueller do his job. It's always, well, Mueller's got this and Mueller's got that, and we know there's collusion. I've seen clear evidence of collusion, and it's just a matter of time when Mueller comes out with his report. We're going to start this impeachment process immediately, and then poof. You remember the Scooby-Doo episode when they're in the Egyptian pyramid and they find the bakery and they're going to make these sandwiches and then they go and they turn to dust because the freaking bread's like 40,000 years old? That is what the Democrats got with the Mueller report. Now, immediately they're after Mueller. They're like, oh, he just didn't do his job correctly. $40 million, he didn't do his job correctly? Give me a break. You know, it's asinine. So now the Mueller report's out, and the Democrats and I guess everybody voted to release it immediately. And I don't think that that's a good idea. This report, I don't know how thick it is. Years old, it's got to be at least 20 inches thick, and people can't read it like that. You know, you can't just read through 20-inch thick report on how there wasn't any collusion and there may or may not have been sufficient evidence to indict the president for criminal whatever, conspiracy, right? Conspiracy, we had collusion, conspiracy, or obstruction. That's it, obstruction of justice. That's what they're after now. And the Department of Justice has basically exonerated the president. Said no, there's not enough evidence that he did anything wrong. This is done, and it's done. So Pelosi, Schumer, and the rest of the Demafags, they get out there and they're like, well, we're gonna launch another investigation into him. We'll find something. Well, if Mueller can't find something in 2 years, why did we give him like carte blanche on $40 million? To go looking for collusion and corruption and obstruction and all this stuff. Yeah, so you've got all this. What are they going to find? They're going to find out what brand of toothpaste he uses. I mean, yesterday I was reading that it has shifted from the president's going to get impeached to he cheats at golf. Vox, VOX, I'm reading that, and there was an article on how the president cheats on golf. Who gives a flying fuck? I mean, really, I don't care if he cheated in golf. I would cheat in golf. I would. I'd be like, kick that ball right out of them weeds, whatever. Q is someone close to Trump, probably Army Intelligence NSA, that is dropping hints and information on what's going on. Several times posting things just seconds from when Trump comes with the info. Well, it could be. I don't know. I don't. Look, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't agree with leaks. I think that, loose lips sink ships. I mean, it's an old World War II adage. Oh, they're going to try and manufacture something. They've been trying to manufacture something for 2 years. So now they want this report released now. They're like, we want it released right now. Well, in order to release that document, which the House has no right to force the Department of Justice to do anything. They can vote until they're blue in the face. It doesn't work that way. They don't have that right. They can say, we want you to, and the Department of Justice can say, up yours, asshole. We have exonerated the president. We've exonerated everybody that's around him. And guess what? You've got nothing to go on. Go fuck yourself. If we want to release it, which we really shouldn't be using the Department of Justice as a political tool to further an agenda, and that's exactly what the House of Representatives wants. It is 40 million is a lot for donations to the Democrats, and I'm sure after this, there's people that are donating buckets and buckets of money to get this Beto guy, the dirt-eating jackass, to be elected president. He is the highest donated guy so far, but I don't expect that they'll make it. Farm's running okay; it's fine. Um, well, honestly, okay. So here we go. We got the Clintons brought up here. So the Clintons have skated away with what is it? Uranium One. They got away with that. Hillary got away with that. The Hillary Foundation, the meddling into the DNC to get Hillary as the nominee, that just got swept under the rug. We've got Hillary. What difference does it make? We've got Hillary and Bill, going from bankrupt to being worth over $400 million. How do you do that? I can't do that, and I've tried. I mean, of course I've tried. Um, the Why is it that they're Teflon? That nothing sticks to them? They're just Teflon. Tomorrow, I'll come back tomorrow. Well, yeah, Mueller had to sign off on Uranium One, and why did we do that? Who got paid? I want to know. And these people get paid astronomical amounts of money to fuck with us, to actually undermine the United States of America, and they get away with it. I mean, these are political leaders. These people are supposed to have our best interests at heart, not theirs. They're there to serve us. And this is what really blows my mind, like this Ocasio-Cortez. This dumb bitch, the superstar of the Democratic Party, she has to do what her constituents tells her to do. So if you call up and you're in her district and you say, hey, you know what? I think we need to do this. She has to take that into account. But she does what she wants. Uh-oh. I think I got my wife coming out there. Well, yeah, the new Green Deal. Give me a break. I read into that. What a bunch of retards. What got me was she didn't get laughed off the floor. Wait a minute. I'm highly disappointed with Trump, and you can't blame Democrats because they had Congress and the executive for 2 years. I agree. I think that the wall should have been passed, and he should have shut the government down while it was a Republican-controlled House. If he couldn't get the votes to get it through, he should have shut the government down and forced his hand. He would have had a lot better luck doing that. Wait a minute. She is appalled they are bringing it to a vote. Doesn't matter if the House brings anything to a vote. The Department of Justice does not answer to the House of Representatives. They don't. It's not the way it works. You have checks and balances. You have the three branches of government: the judicial, the executive, and the legislative. You cannot take the legislative cannot tell the judicial what to do, and that's just the way it is. Checks and balances. If you have one entity telling the other entity what to do, you no longer have that checks and balances. So they can't do it. They can't do it. And if the Department of Justice falls for this shit and forgets who he is, then he needs to be replaced by somebody that does know what they're doing. Is there something to hide? I don't believe there is anything to hide, because if there was, Mueller would have put it right at the top of the paper. He should have never said anything. Mueller should not have said a word. He should have handed the report to the Department of Justice and said, here you go, you make your determination. And then the head of the Department of Justice, that's his job to say what is in it or not. Is there collusion? Yes or no? Was there corruption? Yes or no? Was there what the hell are you calling him? I'm losing my mind here. See what Mueller said? Can we see what Mueller said? Well, yes, it's public. it is public what the letter that was written from the Department of Justice to the White House. That's public. I read it yesterday, and every news agency read it right on the air, and they pointed out this key line in there that Mueller should have never even put in there. So, thank you, Zach. $2, that'll do it. Hello, farming life. Now, I don't know if you're the farming life, being a pain in my ass, or you're a different farming life, but yeah, it's time I get home and get to work. So, yeah, see, a lot of people don't understand how the United States judicial system, the executive, the judicial, and the legislative branches work. They work independently of one another, and they just don't understand how they work. They think that transparency over the transparency, everything's got to be transparent. To be honest with you, if Mueller wrote in there that he found out that Stormy Daniels was in Donald Trump's bed 10 years ago, I don't give a shit. That's not what happened after 2016. I only care what Donald Trump did after the day that he declared that he was running for the office of the presidency. Anything before that doesn't matter to me, and it shouldn't matter to any other red-blooded American out there. It shouldn't. So when you've got people that are digging so far back, I mean, the Democrats want to subpoena his tax returns for the last 20 years. I don't give a shit about his tax returns for the last 20 years. You know what, personally, I don't give a shit about his tax returns at all. I don't care I don't care. What I care is the job that he does while he's in office. And if he does something wrong while he's in office, then he should be held accountable for it. If he has done something wrong 20 years ago, I don't give a flying fuck what he did. I don't care if he banged the entire Dallas Cowboys cheerleading team in the locker room and grabbed the men by the balls. It doesn't matter to me, and it shouldn't matter to anybody else. The creepy porn lawyer, oh, that guy's Avanti. Here's another guy, should be thrown in jail. They perjure themselves, they lie, they slander, that's the word I'm looking for. Look, Communist News Network or the Clinton News Network, CNN, they've been slandering the president ever since the day he was inaugurated. Well, they've been slandering him since the day that he decided to run. Oh, did Avanti get arrested today? Cool, excellent, he needed to. I haven't been able to read that fast. So you've got... I have no filter, I don't give a shit. What do I care? Filters get the country into trouble. Teddy Roosevelt said he was about the most boisterous, bold, and in-your-face president we ever had. And I think Donald Trump has taken a second to him. I still think that Teddy Roosevelt was way, way more in-your-face than what Trump is. And he was one of the greatest presidents ever. So, there you go. I have no problem telling people to go fuck themselves if they need it. Ripping corn ground. Yeah, I'm getting ready. The seed corn was supposed to be delivered today, and I didn't get enough. I only got enough to do 100 acres, and I've picked up a few more acres, so I'm going to need to get another 100 acres in. I had a 12 corn planter I got to pick up when I get home, so we're going to be pretty damn busy here in the next few days. I'll be doing some late night work in the shop. Yep, that's what I'll be doing. They did stop teaching us how our government worked. Now, the problem with me is I didn't care how our government worked when we were in school. But now, as an adult, a 46-year-old man, and being targeted by, for being a white male supremacist, because I have an opinion, these idiots run around with, freedom of speech, but down with hate speech. Classify hate speech. What is hate speech? Is it the freedom to say what is on your mind and your own free-thinking people? Free-thinking people is hate speech now, when before that was what they fought for, the freedom to express yourself, to have a free thinking body of people. Not this, oh, if you're not a Democrat, you're an asshole. If you're not a Republican, you're an asshole. That's bullshit. You know, I should be able to say, hey, you know what? That Democrat over there, I don't like the party he's associated with, but I like what he's doing. And I can vote for that person. I don't, and believe me, I'm not, I can't say I'm proud to say this. I've only ever voted for Republicans and independents, but I've never voted for a Democrat. The reason I've never voted for a Democrat is because they just don't have they just don't have my uh, my way of life in mind. They want to take my way of life. And I think, you know, when they stand up and say gun control, I think they should just leave the first word out of that. It's not gun control, it's control. Now, if you want to control an idiot with a firearm, you need to do some listening, because most of these people that go into schools or mosques or churches and shoot them up, there are clear and present signs that there's someone knows that this person is off kilter. And I don't say rat them out, but get them some help. You know, say, hey, you know, I don't think so and so's doing so well. They are good at all politicians. Trump, yeah, and they don't report that. Like Donald Trump just wrote a check out of his own personal account, Donald J. Trump, to the Department of Homeland Security, because he cares. All right, and he can do that. It probably went into general funds, and they probably never saw it, but he wrote it out specifically to them. What did Timmy Cornpicker write? Correct. So by me saying out of their ass, I am now a white supremacist that spews hate speech. You know, and there are some Democrats out there that I associate with. Jim Webb, he stops by the farm. I like Jim. Jim's a nice guy. He holds different views than I do, but you know what? Jim and I don't talk politics because his politics don't coincide with mine. So we just agree to disagree and we go on with our day. And I like Jim. Jim's a good guy. You know, he comes out, he's been out a couple of times. Anyway, and that's the way it should be. If you don't agree with the other person's politics, you know, our buffalo was racist. The buffalo did not like black people, that's for sure. I'm not racist. I have colored television. Yeah, I'm so racist. I have white walls on my car. Yeah, I topped that one. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, I have color television. That's pretty funny. But no, that's true. The Buffalo, we had guys that pick up the garbage. Farm Boy 4440. Hi. Lib Dems taking on Brexit, not good. No, Brexit should have happened already. That's 2 years old already. Over 2 years old. They decided to secede from the European Union, and they should be allowed to. They were smart enough not to go with the euro. They kept the sterling pound. And or the great, you know, Lord, white walls on your car. That's right. That's how racist I am. I don't even use black tires. Um, you had a dog that killed black puppies? Holy shit, that's pretty bad. God bless me, huh? The Philippine air. Now's the time. Okay, so is now the time to investigate Hillary Clinton? I've been waiting for somebody to ask me that question. I think Hillary Clinton should have been investigated long before this, but they're not going to do it. Like I said, she's Teflon. If she runs for president again, which she is not going to do, I mean, if she does, she barely made it alive through the other one. Remember, she's fallen over. I don't know. Is there ever a time? Would I like to see her behind bars? 100% yet. I do have a corn planter. I'm borrowing it. I'm going to borrow a 12-row corn planter. Yeah, he's a zebra. Her and the dollar bill, huh? They should already be in jail, you know? They should. They really should. So, what's an investigation going to do? They already know that she paid for the dossier. Hillary Clinton paid for the false dossier that led to the Mueller investigation and all the other ones. Yes, there were some people that had done some things that they shouldn't have done. To be honest with you, though, Flynn shouldn't be in jail. He lied, but if he'd have told the truth, he wouldn't be in jail. But he lied. He should have just gotten a slap on the wrist, and that's it. And I hope the president pardons him. Now, the lawyer Cohen, that guy can rot there. He's a scumbag. He's only in it for himself. But flooded Nebraska. I feel for you, buddy. Yeah, the 85-30 is going to get out. It will. Hillary doesn't stand a chance becoming British, and Michelle Obama might not be a better solution. Ew. Michelle Obama run for president? What, that dump truck? The dump truck? I can't imagine. She can't even run school lunches, let alone the country. I don't think, and I'm going to say this out loud, and I'm not sexist, but I don't think a woman's place is in the highest office of the country. Honestly, I honestly do not believe that. And the reason I don't believe that is because look at New Zealand. Okay, so New Zealand, South Island, they had that shooter that went into the mosque and killed 50 people, shot a bunch more. And what'd she do? Within a week, she's like, I ban all assault weapons. Instead of coming up with a more constructive solution, and I don't even like the word assault weapon. You know, it's a semi-automatic firearm. It's the person behind the trigger that causes these problems. And like everybody has said, they knew this person was half-baked. He was ready to go off, and nobody did anything about it. So, do I think that the whole country has to suffer because of a woman's knee-jerk reaction to a much bigger problem? This will solve nothing. All that is going to do is make a bunch of law-abiding citizens of New Zealand criminals, because there's no way in hell they're going to turn those weapons in. I wouldn't. Mine was lost in a boating accident. I'm with R. Peak on that one. Yeah, assault weapon. What is an assault weapon? You know, it was coined after Ronald Reagan was shot. After they shot Ronald Reagan, that's when assault weapons became a thing in the government. Only 37 people turned in their firearms? Yeah, well, okay. You know, New Zealand is a much higher population than that. I know when Face Phil Murphy decided to ban anything over 10-round magazines for those semi-automatic weapons, nobody turned anything in. I have insulted dump trucks everywhere. When you look at Michelle Obama as she walks up, she looks like a dump truck with broken springs. I'm sorry. She just like blunk, blunk, blunk. Oh, that leads me to a story. Yesterday, me and Teresa and Joe were coming around a corner over here, and these two things come rolling out from underneath a bus. And I'm like, what the hell? Two shock absorbers sheared off and went flying out the side of the bus. It was kind of funny. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Michelle Obama's she's just a foul, foul, foul individual. And I do still believe she's a man. I do believe she's a man. I believe that 100%. I mean, she's either got a very protruded pubic bone there, or she's got a dick. She's a man. Tranny for sure. Well, even when Barack Barry says, Michael and Michelle and I, the country went to shit when women got the right to vote. No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, women should have the equal rights as a man, but it's just women have this. They will have a knee-jerk reaction to everything. You ever walk by a woman and you know, brush up against her, and she didn't want you to touch her, and they flip out. That's just the way it is. A man, you bump into a man, they turn like, what, you okay? You know, but a woman, what are you touching me for? Rape! You know, that kind of shit. Yeah, Michael. Oh, Screwed up there, he did. Yeah, he did. Maybe she identifies as a dump truck. Well, maybe that's why the Obama administration was so adamant on making gender neutral bathrooms. And I kind of agree with gender neutral bathrooms. I really do. Just have a locking door. That's it. A bathroom just says bathroom. No male, no female, no worries. When a man is in the bathroom, he locks the door behind him. He takes his nasty shit. And when the female comes in behind him, she goes, oh, who the fuck, what happened in here? You know, because men are kind of disgusting. So yeah, I go there. Women can do physical labor. I mean, I agree with that. I don't have a problem with that. I worked with my grandmother, my mother, and my sisters. They are more than capable of physical labor. Jeremy Nunn, I was just talking about you this morning. My sister-in-law asked me what we were going to do next year when we come to the Philippines, and I says, you know what? Jeremy Nunn has offered that I can stay at his place in Queensland, and maybe we'll stop by there. We'll just use the Philippines as a stayover. Okay, people are idiots. AR is not stand for assault rifle, automatic rifle, Armalite company. It was the Armalite rifle company, Armalite, AR. Have you ever cleaned a woman's bathroom? No, I've never cleaned a woman's bathroom. Beach was beautiful. It would be a blast. So maybe next year, if we get I got to get my money together. You know, I got a lot of bills that need to be paid, and the straw job is going to be interesting, to say the least. There's some new developments in that. You've cleaned a few women's bathrooms. I'll tell you what. Here's a quick story for you before I go. I've been on for 32 minutes. Oh, you just bought it? Cool. But anyways, okay, so I was a teenager. We're driving to the Jersey Shore, and well, if I ever get to Minnesota, you'd be the first place I do stop. So anyway, we're driving to the shore, and the girl that was with us, her name was Tiffany Purcell, and Tiffany was quite the character. And she says, you know, the last time I stopped at a bathroom here, there was blood in the bathroom, and it just grosses me out. There's blood. I hope there's not blood in the bathroom. And I was like, well, you know, what's the odds of that? So, 200 a ton. Wow, there you go. She's your cousin? Well, she's actually my cousin too, believe it or not. She is actually my cousin 6 times removed. And that's a fact. So, Tiffany Purcell. Anyway, so we pull into this gas station, and she's like, I gotta pee. So she goes in there, and I went in the men's room, and she's in the girls' room, and all of a sudden you hear, oh my God, there is blood in here. I was like, what? She comes out, and I said, let me see. And oh, whoever was in there, that woman was like a stuck pig. There was blood everywhere. Somebody got murdered in there. Murdered. So what it looked to me like this woman, whoever was in there before, yanked a tampon out and went like this, and it was disgusting. I mean, it was bad. So I said, okay, you go in the men's room, and I'll stand guard here. But, yep. Oh, I have some funny stories. Oh, I do. I mean, that's exactly what it looked like, though. Like they yanked it out and spun it around. Oh, oh, my youth. My youth. Oh, well. 34 minutes into this thing. You know, I always thought that my life was kind of boring until I started this YouTube channel. And then I hear, you know, just my everyday occurrences that happen throughout my life. And I reach back at my files and I pull these things out, and people can enjoy them. I don't know. I guess I haven't. The worst bathrooms I've ever been was in Texas. Ugh. They'd make a full-grown maggot gag. AOLF. If I have a couple small items I would like to mail you at one point, one being a farmer's prayer on a plaque with a wide front John Deere B on it. Farmer's prayer? Well, please start, please start, please start. What do you think about Dems wanting to put filters on cows? Well, I'd like to see that happen. How's this sound? You know, they're bitching about 450 million tons of manure coming out of cows. What about the billions of tons of manure coming out of human beings? You know, that's not an issue? That's not an issue? Oh, yeah. At least 3 pubes. And some are silver, some are black, and some are brown. Yeah, I've been into truck stop bathrooms, so don't go there. Former lawyer of Stormy Daniels, Michael Allen, arrested for extortion after trying to extort $25 million from Nike. Good. Well, Nike is not going to put up with that. Yeah, because there were millions of buffalo here before, right? Once upon a time. Anyway, I'm in 36 minutes. I'm sure my time is up. I'm not boring, no. There's a tree growing out of the urinal in the funeral home by me. Nice. Well, the fart tax. We got a rain tax, so why not a fart tax? June. Ah, my buffalo's dead. I had to put a bullet in the buffalo's head. I did. She was old. Couldn't get up anymore. Time is up. Chipotle would. Yeah. Well, you know, when they want to stop people from eating hamburgers for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, what business is it of that fucking asshole what I eat? If I want to eat bacon for breakfast, pork for lunch, and a big fat steak for supper, they can't stop me. You know, where do we live? Communist Russia? Ag Pro buying up John Deere dealers? I don't know. I thought John Deere was buying up their dealerships. Wes Pandy for New Jersey governor. Yeah, right. Yeah, Jersey City would have a warrant out for my arrest. Sounds like a great day worth of meals to me, right? And we got some senator just saying, oh, you can't do that. You can't eat that. Indiana. I have stepped through cow shit in bare feet. Dog shit as well. Dog shit's kind of funny, though. That gets between your toes and you cannot get it out. That's, you know, cow shit, you go rinse it off. But dog shit, ugh, right between the toes, of course. Columbus. Oh. Yeah, 30. Ag Pro, 82 locations. Wow. I don't know, Ag Pro. We don't have that here. I hear dinner barking in the... It is. I would have shot that dog. Oh, my God. That dog tried to bite me last year. I wouldn't have shot the dog. It belongs to my sister-in-law. But, boy, that dog... I was good. I didn't stomp it to death. But she's a good guard dog. Kind of needs to be here. I've never crapped in my hand and threw it at anybody. Did you hear that? Yeah. It was nice. Yeah. Yeah. Ocasio-Cortez, you can put a cap on that if you want. I think Joe's ready to go home. He's acting like he's ready to go home. An Alabama barking spider. It is fun here. Me and Teresa are going to go on a date. Yeah, this is my water tower with my mountain behind it. 22 hours. Cowboy boots? No, I have a couple pairs. They're hard on my feet. No, I don't think I'm going to have any cattle. I can't take care of them and do straw jobs. I do like turtles. Turtles are probably my favorite animal. I like them. How much to fly home? Round trip ticket from the Philippines to the Philippines and back was $625 per person. I leave tomorrow morning. I wear Ariat boots, to be honest with you. I found them, believe it or not, to be they're Reebok, but Ariat is owned by Reebok. It is cheap to fly here. To go to Europe, $2,200. To go to England, it's $2,200. That's the only, to be honest with you, that's really the only reason that I don't fly to England more often. I love England. England, Wales, I feel so at home there. The people are nice, they're friendly, yeah. I can't say that Justin boots are the best. Yeah, $2,600 to fly to New Zealand, right? But to fly here and back, I fly here. It was 600. It was like 600. I think it was $652. I might have misquoted myself. Yeah, to fly to France, I'm sure. But yeah, to fly into Europe because it's a very popular place. But to fly from the United States, from New York to the Philippines, you fly from here to Taiwan, you spend 4 hours there, and then you get on another plane, you spend 2 hours flying here. It's no big deal, it's easy. Or you do the direct flight, which is 16 hours in one shot. It's Philippine Airlines, but Philippine Air is very tight for $652. Okay, yeah, Ariat lace-up boots. That's what I wear. I was using Wolverines, but they discontinued the model that I liked, and then I went to the Ariat boot. They're tough. I would recommend them to anybody. 109-day maturity, and I'm actually using FS seed. I have to go and look at the varieties. I cannot remember what they are. I'm in the Philippines. You're stuck in your wheelchair. I'd like to meet you the last time you were in England, but not to be stuck in a wheelchair. And you want to meet me, you just give your address, and I'll come out. I don't know where you are in England, but England isn't that big. And if I'm there, I'll come meet you. Why not? What's it going to hurt? You know, isn't that what this channel's about? Or isn't that what my channels are about? Meeting people and talking with people and enjoying life. You know, I mean, you guys are watching me while I'm on my porch, you know. That is correct, Timmy Cornpicker. You don't own dairy cows. They own you. Same thing with hogs and sheep. You just can't get away from them. Yeah. I've been to London Stan and London Stan. That's correct. London Stan is like, I'd rather sniff my asshole all day long than go to London Stan. Yep. You heard me correctly. I'd rather sniff my asshole. 690 round trip with Norwegian. How many stops? How many layovers? Oh, well, thank you, August. London Stan, yeah. Like Pakistan? Yeah, London Stan. You'll give me $5 for a hand job? Well, you know, I guess that's what makes you happy. I won't take your money, and I'm certainly not giving you a hand job, but I might give you a introductory to my fist in your face if you ever approached me like that. Because I don't go for that. It's stupidity. Staffordshire, but that can't be too far from Stonehenge. Am I correct? I am not getting the idiot calling me again. No, he didn't do it today. He doesn't do it on this channel. Yeah, he likes bending things. No, I don't think I'm lagging, am I? Yeah. I'm waiting for Staffordshire to answer me back. I think that's near Stonehenge, isn't it? Important question. Why is that a person that everyone remembers? I don't know. It is a beautiful view. There you go. Anyway, with that being said, that's my view, and I'm signing off now. Yeah, I do. Beautiful house. It's gorgeous. Now, I'm actually in a town. If you look, there's houses all the way around me. There's houses everywhere. This is my neighbor. There's neighbors everywhere. But they live in the jungle. Right? I don't know how many square feet it is. I don't remember. All right. That'd be okay. Anyways, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go do something because it's my last full day in the Philippines, so I'm gonna make the most of it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in frozen New Jersey. That's true. There's a